discuss the mental health struggles I battle with just like you. Let's talk about it as a tagline I use is to say enough is enough. Give me my damn mic. I'm tired of the trauma I'm going through. So, in the intro episode, I had totally forgot to mention anything about myself and just a little background on me and whatnot. So with this episode, I want to mention a little bit about myself. What are my purpose for this podcast, and what are the topics? What are some of the topics going to be that I will be discussing? So other than Poet Davis, which happens to be my stage name, my real name is Rachel. Sometimes I allow folks to call me by my nickname, which is Ray. My pronouns are she and her. Fun facts, folks. Fun facts. I am a sports fan. 49ers, San Francisco Giants, and Golden State Warriors. I am currently working on collecting merch from all those teams in that exact order. I am openly gay, and I support all queer communities, and I mean all of them. We all struggle with mental health at the end of the day. I know I had mentioned I write poetry and I'm a poet, so I've been writing since I was 9 years old, and I've been writing poetry since I was 12 years old. With that, of course, everybody said, okay, well, sure, you should have some good education with that, right? And I don't like to go into deep details of my education history. It's something that I'm not proud of, but I have some JUCO education. I never finished because I was focused on other activities. I'm not gonna lie. I was focused on getting to know other peers, and I ended up meeting a lot of people who end up being family to me. My JUCO home is Berkeley, where I attended Berkeley City College. I studied ASL, which is also known as American Sign Language, English, and other stuff that I wish I could just go back to finish, because I know I could finish it. But JUCO education is not the same of what it used to be. So like I said, I have a resume in writing. Of course, resume not only includes poetry, but it includes playwriting, fiction, and nonfiction. That's just the writing process is where I feel very much more connected to than anything else. It's like I said in the intro, it's my partner. Writing is my partner. I'm happily single. I'm currently living in the North Bay, but my spirit is forever in the East Bay. As a listener, I'm hoping this podcast, my poems, my stories, my self-experiences will help you as a listener understand that your mental health is important. A lot of talk has come to attention when a person may say their mental health is not important, and just them personally is not important, or their mental health as a whole, just meaning as in like a man or a woman, or them or they, it's a lot of people is expressing themselves and being comfortable expressing themselves, saying that their mental health is not important. It wasn't something that they were not only raised upon, they was raised very differently, to be tough, to be a very formed person. And sometimes we lose self-awareness of that. So this is, of course, not something professional. I am not someone who is legit in that field. But when you ask yourself out loud, am I that person who you can't listen to? Answer yourself that question when you realize you are tuned into I Need a Mic Weekly. So, some of the topics I will be discussing is, of course, like I said, poetry. Majority of my poetry is all self-awareness. It's all coming back to me at the end of my day. I do try to do that. If it's something that involves what's going on within the world, I like to just interpret it as how it is affecting me. And it's something that my mom had pointed out to me earlier today, that I will literally only discuss, or I will literally only talk about something of how it affected me, but I won't go any further than that. So, in the podcast description, I had mentioned that I lost a younger sister to suicide. And in the intro, I believe I had mentioned that how I had came up with the name I Need a Mic. I took I Need a Mic from a text message I had sent a close relative of mine. So, I want to give y'all a little treat. Just not a little treat, but something, like I said, very dear to me. So I wrote a poem called I Need a Mic, and this is dedicated to my sister. Maybe on a mic I can make things right. Maybe on a mic I can see things from stage sight. Maybe on a mic we would be as close as I wanted us to. Maybe on a mic we would talk like how sisters supposed to. Maybe on a mic you would have known the love I have for you. Maybe on a mic you would have known I have mental illness too. Maybe on a mic you would have known there was help for you. Maybe on a mic you would have known your voice matters too. Maybe on a mic you would have touched someone with a story like you. Maybe on a mic your confidence would have grown. Maybe on a mic you would have known you could do anything you put your mind to. Maybe on a mic you would have seen a different view. I know on a mic my voice is strong. I know on a mic I'm gonna make sure your life lives on. Cousin, point to the stage. I need a mic. So that's I Need a Mic. So I gave out a real big example of some of the things that I will be reciting and I will be comfortable talking about. And then there's some things that I'm still myself just coming more aware of, or I'm just making peace with. I'm human, like everybody else in the world. I'm human. I may not always have the answers. I may not always be so quick to have the right words to say, or I may not always be quick to act. But one thing for sure that I don't want nobody to ever question is the type of heart that I have. I have to get reminded every now and then that not everybody is deserving of knowing what a good heart is if they cannot, will not, or will never cherish a person if they can't even do it to themselves first. So, the topics I will be discussing with Donita and Mike, I don't have them all lined up written out, but it's gonna be a treat every time. Every episode is gonna be a treat, and I could only ask if you know anyone who could relate to what it is I'm saying, or who's going through something and you're like, ooh, I want to introduce this person to Poet Davis, or I want to introduce this person to Rachel. If something I say, whether it's whatever number episode, if that one episode touched you, pass it on. If you know it will touch somebody else. Like I with all of the social media pages I have, and with promoting with the pages, of course, when you promote pages, we all have those big well-known words like, comment, share. Always when we promote, of course, this is no different. So if you know somebody who can benefit from just me being honest and raw and authentic, pass it on. That's all I can ever say. That's all I would have said to my sister is, if you know anybody who can benefit from how you're getting help, pass it on. I don't mind helping out from time to time. I'm realizing my energy is not meant for everybody, and sometimes I let a lot of misjudgment get the best of me, and of course it makes me frustrated when somebody turn around, sees me, and I have very strong male features. My family tell me I look like my grandfather. I see it more and more when I have different facial expressions. I see them just within myself, and it's a hard battle when you constantly hear it goes along with the territory. Nobody never asks why is that. Nobody never asks the person who misgendered me, why is it that you are misjudging somebody who is clearly showing more than ever telling anybody of who they are. I know I'm a woman. I know I'm very proud to be a woman too. It's just other people see what they want to see instead of what they need to see. And then it goes off as, and then of course, with that being said, it's like, alright, focus on who you is, not who you was. Alright, I'm Rachel. I know that. I'm a woman. I know that. who I was, I would have been gladly to went off on somebody if they had mistaken me from a different gender. But I'm growing as a person. Each day, like I said, each day I'm celebrating knowing that I get to work on myself. Today is my birthday. It was a good day. It was a good day. It wasn't the best day, but it was a good day. So nothing from today could change it into a best day. I can just be appreciative. It was a good day. I wish it would have continued being the best day. But I have to be honest with myself sometimes, and I have to in my own way just be aware within myself about various different things that I may or may not carry on, or I may or may not overthink, or I may or may not put more energy into its self-awareness as a whole. And I know I'm not perfect. I know I may not always have the answers, and I may not always have the questions. I may not always have the words, but I'm gonna forever have the wisdom and the acknowledgement to know that everything is gonna happen positively when it's meant. When it's meant, good things will happen to you. I just had to leave some folks alone because nothing positive will come out of them. So you have to sometimes cut people off or cut people out, or it's crazy when you go a step further emotionally and you don't even want to think about a person's existence, when you don't want to think about a person have a family, that person is breathing air just like you, that person have red blood in their veins flowing just like you. It sucks when you want to do good, when you're coming off from a good place, but it gets interpreted as something toxic, or it gets interpreted as something negative, or it gets interpreted as a big question for someone else. And it's like, don't be questioning my true intentions if all I ever been is honest and truthful to my own awareness and surroundings. Like, don't be questioning me. Question whatever it is you're hearing. Question whatever it is you're told. Question things that is necessary to ask about. And of course, just do it respectfully. That's all I have. That's all I have just been wanting to focus on, is doing things respectfully. Doing things. I've been flipping the coin, and before the coin drops and show me whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, I'm already making that decision, and I'm walking towards, or I'm speaking on or speaking to something or someone. Not everything is going to happen the way you want it to. Not everything is going to happen the way you imagine. Not everything, the ducks is not going to always be in order the way you had trained them to, or the way you had hope everything will fall. Not everything is going to fall the right way. So then you have to take that step back and to say, okay, yeah, what is best for me? What is not best for me? What is it that I can do, and what is it I can't do? What is it I shouldn't do? What is it I should never do? And what is okay is, you have to sometimes just remind yourself that only you matters. Only you, literally only you, can look in the mirror and to know there's nobody on the left of you, there's nobody on the right of you, there's nobody behind you. All you have is the person in front of you. What I mean by person, I mean as in like oneself. Oneself. You are the only person looking in that mirror. You are the only person who should matter while you're looking in that mirror. It's just beyond, it's just beyond me that we can't always be nice. We can't always be pleasant. We can't always just say, fuck it, I'm gonna do stuff off the kindness of my heart. One part of me, I started questioning what heart. It's numb. I know my heart is beating. I know there's blood pumping through it, but I don't feel it. I know I'm still here. How am I still here? I don't know. I can't see it. So, sorry if this is like way too wrong for y'all. Like I said, I just go through my own battles. I go through my own fights. I go through everything what you would think. I am literally my own army. Even though I know I have soldiers, but I am my own army. It sucks to make peace with that. It sucks to even say it. It sucks to even... It just sucks. It just sucks. But the end of the day, the end of my day, I'm here. I don't know how the hell I'm here, but I'm here. So, if I could close this episode out, let me close it out saying this. Only you. Excuse me. Only you can look into the mirror and focus on the person you see. So, now you had heard me speak some truth. This is my way of passing the mic to you. I hope my courage, will, and drives motivate you. Y'all take care.